Hello, everyone. Leadership is more than just having a title, giving orders, or managing people. True leadership is about influence, inspiration, and impact. Great leaders don't rely on authority to command respect. They lead with a compelling purpose that ignites passion and growth in those around them. When a leader operates from a place of purpose, people don't just follow, they believe, they commit, and they grow. Purpose-driven leadership creates an environment where people see beyond daily tasks and understand how their contributions fit into a greater vision. When people find meaning in what they do, they engage with a different level of commitment. They don't just work for a paycheck or external rewards. They work because they are driven by something deeper. A leader who operates with a strong sense of purpose communicates this vision with clarity, making it impossible for those around them to remain stagnant. When individuals are connected to a greater mission, they instinctively seek personal growth to contribute more effectively. A leader's purpose must be clear and consistent. People cannot align themselves with something vague or uncertain. If a leader constantly changes direction, lacks conviction, or appears indifferent, the people they lead will mirror that uncertainty. However, when a leader stands firm in their mission, consistently demonstrating dedication and belief in the cause, they create a foundation upon which others can build their own growth. So, the best leaders don't just talk about purpose, they embody it in every action, decision, and challenge they face. Purpose-driven leadership is not about enforcing rules or demanding results. It is about showing people why what they do matters. People are more likely to grow when they understand the significance of their work. When employees, team members, or followers feel disconnected from a larger purpose, they may complete their tasks, but they do so without passion or motivation. On the other hand, when they are inspired by a vision greater than themselves, they push beyond their limits, take initiative, and strive for continuous improvement. When a leader leads with purpose, they create an environment of intrinsic motivation. External rewards like promotions, bonuses, or recognition may drive short-term performance, but they do not create lasting growth. However, when people find meaning in their work, they seek out challenges not because they have to, but because they want to. This shift in mindset leads to innovation, resilience, and a willingness to embrace personal development. Leaders who inspire growth through purpose also understand the power of storytelling. Facts and figures may inform, but stories move people to action. When a leader shares their journey, struggles, and the reasons behind their vision, they invite others to see themselves in that story. This emotional connection fuels commitment. People don't just hear a leader's words, they feel them. And when they feel connected to a purpose, they naturally seek ways to grow so they can contribute more meaningfully. Another critical aspect of purpose-driven leadership is the ability to align individual goals with the larger mission. A great leader does not simply demand that people work toward a company or organizational goal. They show individuals how their personal growth aligns with that mission. When people see that their development contributes to something greater, they are more likely to take ownership of their growth. They begin to see challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as obstacles to endure. Leaders who operate with purpose also cultivate a sense of responsibility in those they lead. When people are working toward a mission that matters, they begin to hold themselves to higher standards. They seek ways to expand their skills, refine their abilities, and contribute at a higher level. They take initiative not because they are told to, but because they feel a sense of duty to the mission. This creates a culture of self-directed growth where individuals push themselves rather than waiting for someone to push them. Purpose-driven leadership also fosters resilience. When challenges arise, people who are only motivated by external factors may give up easily. But when they are connected to a deeper purpose, they persist through adversity. A strong sense of purpose gives people the courage to keep moving forward, even when things get difficult. Leaders who inspire through purpose instill in their teams the belief that obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones toward growth. Another crucial aspect of leading with purpose is consistency. A leader cannot inspire growth if their message changes depending on circumstances. People need to see unwavering commitment to a cause. When a leader consistently reinforces the mission through their words and actions, it builds trust and strengthens the collective belief in the vision. People thrive in environments where they know what they stand for and where they are headed. If true leaders understand that authority can demand compliance, but only purpose can inspire transformation. People may obey commands out of obligation, but they grow when they are inspired by something bigger than themselves. Leadership is not about power, it is about empowerment. The most effective leaders create spaces where people don't just work, but evolve. They cultivate an atmosphere where learning, development, and innovation are the natural outcomes of being part of something meaningful. When a leader leads with purpose, they leave a lasting impact. Their influence extends beyond deadlines and targets. It shapes the character, mindset, and aspirations of those they lead. People who grow under such leadership don't just become better employees or team members, they become better individuals. They carry that inspiration into every aspect of their lives, spreading the same mindset of growth and purpose wherever they go. The legacy of a great leader is not in the position they hold or the power they wield, it is in the people they inspire. True leadership is measured not by how many people follow commands, but by how many people discover their own potential because they were led with purpose. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful growth. It's the invisible force that binds people to their potential, allowing them to step outside their comfort zones, take risks, and learn from both their successes and their failures. Without trust, growth becomes an uphill battle. In environments where people feel judged, criticized, or unsupported, they become paralyzed by fear and doubt, preventing them from fully realizing their potential. However, when trust is cultivated, individuals are empowered to be their best selves, pushing boundaries and discovering new capacities for success. The foundation of trust in leadership begins with vulnerability. A leader who openly admits their own mistakes and shortcomings creates a culture where imperfection is not feared but embraced. The ability to be transparent about one's own struggles and learning processes humanizes the leader and sends a clear message. It's okay to not have all the answers. This openness is when people see their leaders taking risks, being open about failures, and growing from those experiences, they feel safer to do the same. They begin to understand that mistakes are not weaknesses, but opportunities for growth. The environment becomes one where vulnerability isn't seen as a liability, but as a powerful tool for innovation and development. Trust also thrives in environments where expectations are clear and fair. When people understand what is expected of them, they can focus their energy on growth rather than constantly worrying about whether they are meeting unclear standards. A leader who sets realistic expectations, provides feedback, and communicates openly with their team fosters an atmosphere of fairness and respect. People are more willing to take risks when they know they will not be penalized for every misstep. And to be fair, instead they are encouraged to experiment, fail, and learn, all within the safety of a supportive environment. In this space, people begin to see their mistakes as stepping stones to greater achievements rather than failures to be hidden or feared. An essential aspect of trust is also the encouragement of autonomy. When leaders trust their people to make decisions, they show confidence in their abilities, which boosts self-esteem and fosters independence. People who are empowered to make decisions feel more responsible for their work and are more likely to take initiative. This sense of ownership creates an environment where individuals feel a deep sense of personal investment in their work. The trust between leader and team members becomes a catalyst for innovation because people are not afraid to propose new ideas or challenge old ways of thinking. When they know that their voices are valued and their contributions are respected, they are more inclined to grow and stretch themselves beyond what they thought possible. Leaders who create an environment of trust also understand the power of positive reinforcement. When mistakes are made, they focus on the lesson learned rather than the error itself. Rather than reprimanding individuals, they encourage them to reflect, understand what went wrong, and think about how to approach the situation differently next time. This type of feedback is constructive and supportive, not punitive. When people feel supported through their mistakes, they develop a growth mindset, seeing setbacks not as signs of failure, but as integral parts of their journey. In this atmosphere, people are more willing to take risks, knowing that they will not face harsh judgment or ridicule, but rather guidance and understanding. Trust enables collaboration. In environments where trust is present, people are more likely to collaborate freely, sharing ideas, resources, and knowledge without fear of having their contributions dismissed or stolen. Collaboration is a key driver of growth as it allows individuals to learn from others, broaden their perspectives, and build on each other's strengths. In a trusting environment, people feel safe enough to be vulnerable, admit when they don't know something, and ask for help. This openness accelerates learning because it fosters a culture of mutual support where everyone's input is valued and everyone's growth is prioritized. Creating an environment of trust is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing commitment. It requires consistent effort, honesty, and vulnerability from the leader. The leader must model the behaviors they want to see in others, demonstrating that trust is not a one-sided expectation, but a mutual exchange. When leaders demonstrate integrity, fairness, and transparency in their actions, they reinforce the importance of trust within the team, and the culture behind it attracts a high level of trust within the team. People begin to understand that trust is not given on a whim. It is earned through consistent, honest behavior. As trust grows within a team or organization, it leads to higher levels of engagement, creativity, and personal development. People are no longer bound by the fear of judgment or failure, but are empowered to take risks and push their limits. They feel that their growth matters, that their ideas are valued, and that their contributions are significant. As a result, they take greater responsibility for their own development and actively seek opportunities to learn and improve. Trust also leads to long-term success. In environments where trust is cultivated, people don't just grow, they thrive. They develop a deep sense of loyalty to their leader and to the organization, knowing that they are supported in their journey toward personal and professional growth. The growth that occurs in such an environment is not just transactional, it is transformational. Individuals become better, not because they are forced to, but because they are inspired to. They are motivated by the trust and respect they feel, which in turn drives them to continue growing and learning throughout their careers. When leaders create an environment of trust, they unlock the potential of their people. Trust is the foundation upon which personal growth is built, and it allows individuals to take risks, learn from mistakes, and ultimately reach their full potential. In a world where fear often holds people back, trust is the key to unlocking the courage needed for true growth and transformation. When people feel safe, supported, and respected, they are empowered to pursue their personal growth with confidence, and as a result, the organization as a whole grows stronger and more resilient. Great leaders understand that their role is not to provide all the answers, but to ignite the thinking and creativity of those they lead. The true power of leadership lies in the ability to challenge others to think for themselves, to question the status quo, and to seek innovative solutions. When leaders ask the right questions, they create opportunities for self-discovery and problem-solving, allowing individuals to realize their potential and unlock new possibilities. Rather than dictating every step of the way, great leaders act as facilitators of thought and exploration. They know that the answers to complex problems often lie within the people they lead. By posing thoughtful and probing questions, they spark curiosity and encourage individuals to engage with ideas on a deeper level. These leaders do not give direct solutions because they understand that the journey to discovering answers is often more valuable than the answers themselves. The process of wrestling with challenges, exploring different perspectives, and brainstorming creative solutions fosters critical thinking and growth. The key to this kind of leadership is creating an environment where individuals feel safe and encouraged to think outside the box. Too often, people are conditioned to wait for instructions or solutions to be handed to them. They may become dependent on authority for direction and lack the confidence to make decisions or innovate on their own. However, great leaders challenge this mindset. They empower their teams to take ownership of their ideas and to trust in their own ability to think critically and creatively. This leads to a culture of innovation, where new ideas are welcomed and explored rather than shut down. One of the most powerful ways leaders can inspire this type of thinking is by asking open-ended questions. These questions are not designed to have one specific answer, but are meant to provoke thought and encourage reflection. For example, a leader might ask, what would happen if we approached this problem from a completely different angle? Or how might we solve this in a way that no one has thought of before? Such questions shift the focus from merely following instructions to engaging in the problem-solving process. They create a space where individuals are encouraged to think critically, challenge assumptions, and explore new possibilities. These types of questions also help individuals develop a growth mindset. When leaders ask thought-provoking questions, they communicate that mistakes are part of the learning process. Instead of fearing failure or uncertainty, people begin to see challenges as opportunities to experiment, learn, and grow. This mindset shift is powerful because it not only leads to better problem solving, but also fosters a deeper sense of ownership and accountability. People feel more invested in their work because they are actively engaged in shaping solutions rather than passively following instruction. By challenging others to think for themselves, great leaders also help individuals build confidence in their decision-making abilities. When people are constantly given answers, they become dependent on others for direction, which can stifle their growth and potential. However, when they are encouraged to think critically and come up with their own solutions, they develop the self-assurance to make decisions independently. This confidence translates to greater initiative and creativity as individuals feel empowered to take risks and explore new ideas without the fear of being wrong. Great leaders also understand that fostering innovation requires an openness to diverse perspectives. When they ask questions that invite different viewpoints, they create an environment where individuals feel comfortable expressing their ideas and opinions. In such an environment, people are encouraged to think not only about their own solutions, but also about the contributions of others. This collaborative approach leads to more well-rounded and innovative ideas because it draws on the collective wisdom and creativity of the group. Leaders who challenge people to think are also able to identify and cultivate untapped potential. Often, the most innovative solutions come from those who are not the loudest or most confident voices in the room. By asking questions that draw out deeper thought, leaders give everyone a chance to contribute, uncovering insights that might otherwise be overlooked. This inclusive approach helps create a culture where all ideas are valued and where individuals feel motivated to contribute their unique perspectives. Another critical aspect of this type of leadership is that it encourages long-term growth. While providing answers might yield quick results, encouraging people to think for themselves leads to sustained development. The skills of problem solving, critical thinking, and innovation that people cultivate in these environments become ingrained, shaping their approach to challenges in the future. They begin to view obstacles as puzzles to be solved rather than barriers to overcome. This shift in perspective is a key driver of personal and professional growth as it encourages people to continuously seek new ways to improve and innovate. Great leaders also recognize that challenging others to think is not a one-time event. It requires ongoing encouragement, patience, and support. They must be willing to guide individuals through the thinking process, providing the right amount of direction while still allowing room for exploration and self-discovery. This balance of support and autonomy is essential for fostering a culture of innovation. Leaders must create a safe space where people feel comfortable experimenting, knowing that even if they fail, they will learn and grow from the experience. Inspiring individuals to think rather than simply follow ultimately leads to a more dynamic and forward-thinking team or organization. It fosters an environment where ideas are constantly evolving and people are always seeking better ways to do things. When people are encouraged to engage with challenges on a deeper level, they develop a sense of ownership and responsibility for their work, leading to greater innovation, collaboration, and success. Leadership is not about having all the answers, but about empowering others to find their own. By asking the right questions, great leaders inspire self-discovery, foster innovation, and cultivate the skills necessary for long-term growth. When people are challenged to think, not just follow, they unlock their potential and contribute to a culture of continuous learning and improvement, creating a legacy of leadership that transcends mere authority and drives meaningful progress. The most powerful form of leadership is one that leads by example, not just words. Words, while important, can only go so far in inspiring and influencing others. It is the actions, behaviors, and attitudes of a leader that truly shape the culture and inspire personal growth in those they lead. A leader who embodies discipline, resilience, and a commitment to continuous learning becomes a living example of the very qualities they expect from others. This type of leadership fosters an environment where growth is not just a goal, but a way of life. When leaders lead by example, they set the standard for the behaviors and attitudes they want to see in their teams. The leader's actions speak louder than any speech or motivational talk could. People do not follow what is said, they follow what is done. If a leader promotes discipline but lacks consistency in their own actions, they undermine their message. However, when leaders consistently demonstrate discipline in their personal and professional lives, they inspire those around them to adopt similar behaviors. Discipline becomes a shared value that everyone embraces because it is witnessed in real time. People are far more likely to adopt behaviors they see practiced regularly than those they hear about in a speech or lecture. Resilience is another critical trait that is best conveyed through example. The road to personal growth is often filled with challenges, setbacks, and failures. It is during these times that resilience is tested, and it is in these moments that a leader's example has the greatest impact. When leaders face adversity with strength, perseverance, and a positive attitude, they show their teams that setbacks are not the end, but rather an opportunity to grow. This resilience is contagious. People are more likely to remain persistent and continue pushing forward when they see their leader navigate difficult situations with grace and determination. The ability to bounce back from challenges rather than be defeated by them becomes a model for others to follow. When leaders demonstrate resilience, they create a culture that is not easily discouraged, one that thrives in the face of adversity and learns from every setback. One of the most powerful aspects of leading by example is the commitment to continuous learning. In a world that is constantly evolving, leaders who are committed to personal growth and learning show their teams that growth is a lifelong pursuit. A leader who invests in their own development, whether through formal education, self-reflection, or skill building, signals to others that learning is not something that happens in the past, but something that must be actively pursued every day. And this commitment to learning creates a ripple effect. When others see their leader actively seeking new knowledge, improving skills, and adapting to new challenges, they are inspired to do the same. Growth becomes a shared journey, and continuous learning is seen not as an optional activity, but as an integral part of the team's culture. The importance of leading by example extends beyond individual traits. It also influences the collective energy and atmosphere within the group. A leader's attitude towards challenges, setbacks, success, and collaboration sets the tone for the entire team. A positive attitude, grounded in personal growth and resilience, encourages others to approach their work with the same mindset. And leaders who take ownership of their mistakes, admit when they don't know something, and seek help when needed create a culture where vulnerability is seen as a strength, not a weakness. This openness promotes trust and encourages others to be open about their own challenges and learning processes. When people see their leader practicing self-awareness and humility, they are more likely to do the same, which fosters a team dynamic built on honesty, collaboration, and mutual respect. The act of leading by example also establishes credibility. A leader who only speaks of values, discipline, or hard work without living those values risks losing the trust and respect of their team. Credibility is the foundation of effective leadership, and it is earned through consistent action. When a leader demonstrates the same values and standards they expect from others, they establish themselves as someone who not only talks the talk, but walks the walk. So people are more inclined to follow a leader who lives the principles they preach because it shows integrity and authenticity. This alignment between words and actions is essential for building a strong, cohesive team where trust is the foundation of all interactions. Additionally, leading by example instills a sense of pride and loyalty among team members. When leaders model the behaviors they expect, they create a sense of shared purpose and vision. People feel that they are part of something bigger than themselves. A team that is driven by a collective commitment to excellence, discipline, and growth. This sense of unity and purpose strengthens the team's overall performance and motivation. People are not just working because they are told to, they are working because they believe in the vision and values demonstrated by their leader. The leader's example becomes a guiding light that inspires and motivates others to strive for greatness, both individually and as a team. Leading by example encourages accountability. When a leader holds themselves to the same standards they set for their team, they make it clear that everyone is responsible for their actions, including themselves. This mutual accountability creates an environment where people are more likely to take responsibility for their growth and development. It eliminates the excuse of "it's not my job" or I was waiting for direction. Instead, people are encouraged to take initiative, make decisions, and pursue their own growth, knowing that their leader is doing the same. This collective sense of responsibility fosters a high-performing culture where everyone is invested in the success of the team and the organization as a whole. The effects of leading by example extend beyond the immediate team. Leaders who embody discipline, resilience, and continuous learning inspire others throughout the organization or community. Their influence ripples outward, encouraging others to adopt similar practices and attitudes. When a leader consistently models the behaviors they value, they create a powerful example that others strive to emulate. And so this type of leadership is not limited to the words spoken, but to the life lived. The leader becomes a beacon of personal growth, inspiring those around them to step up, take ownership, and pursue their own journeys of self-improvement. Leadership is about more than just directing others. It's about inspiring them. The most powerful way to do this is by leading through action. When leaders embody the qualities of discipline, resilience, and a commitment to continuous learning, they create an environment where growth is not just a goal, but a natural part of the culture. People do not just follow the leader's words. They follow their example, making personal growth not only possible, but inevitable. True leadership is about empowering others, not controlling them. It's about providing people with the tools, support, and opportunities to take ownership of their own development, rather than creating a dependency on the leader for direction and decision-making. When leaders empower others, they build confidence, foster independence, and unlock the potential of those they lead. They create an environment where individuals feel trusted and valued, knowing that their contributions matter, and that they have the autonomy to shape their own path. At the heart of empowering leadership is the belief that people are capable of more than they often give themselves credit for. Leaders who empower others recognize this untapped potential and actively create opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Instead of micromanaging or controlling every aspect of their team's work, these leaders provide guidance and encouragement, trusting their team members to make decisions and take ownership of their projects. This approach is grounded in respect for the individual's skills, judgment, and abilities, and it sends a powerful message that the leader believes in their team. When leaders empower rather than control, they break down the barriers that often lead to dependency. In traditional, controlling leadership styles, there's a tendency for team members to become reliant on the leader for direction and approval. This dependency stifles creativity, limits initiative, and creates a culture where people wait for instructions rather than taking proactive steps. Empowering leaders, on the other hand, encourage their team to think for themselves, make decisions, and take responsibility for their actions. By doing so, they inspire autonomy and personal accountability, which fosters a sense of ownership over both successes and failures. One of the most effective ways to empower others is by providing them with the necessary resources and support to succeed. Leaders who empower their teams ensure that they have access to the tools, training, and information they need to grow and perform at their best. They don't do the work for them. Instead, they create an environment where team members have everything they need to take initiative and make informed decisions. This means giving people the space to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from their experiences. In this way, empowerment is not about doing everything perfectly, but about fostering an environment where growth is inevitable because individuals feel encouraged to try, fail, and adapt. Empowering leadership requires a willingness to let go of control and allow others to step up. For many leaders, this can be challenging. The instinct to retain control comes from a desire to ensure that things are done correctly or to avoid mistakes. However, leaders who are truly committed to empowerment understand that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. They view failures as opportunities for growth rather than as setbacks. By embracing this mindset, they are able to let go of the need to control every outcome and instead focus on supporting their team's development. This shift in perspective is crucial for creating a culture of empowerment where people feel free to take risks and step outside their comfort zones. Empowerment also fosters a sense of ownership and accountability. When people are given the freedom to make decisions and lead their own development, they are more likely to take responsibility for the results. Empowered individuals understand that their actions have consequences, and they are motivated to work hard to achieve their goals. This sense of ownership not only drives individual performance, but also contributes to a more cohesive and motivated team. People are invested in the success of the group because they feel that they have a personal stake in its outcome. Leaders who empower others also recognize the importance of providing constructive feedback. While empowerment involves granting autonomy, it also requires ongoing support and guidance. Empowering leaders understand that individuals may need coaching or advice along the way. Rather than stepping in to solve problems or make decisions, they provide feedback that encourages reflection and growth. This feedback is not about criticism or control, but about helping individuals learn from their experiences and continuously improve. By offering feedback in a positive and constructive manner, leaders help their team members develop the skills and confidence they need to take on even greater challenges in the future. Empowering leadership creates a sense of trust and respect. When leaders trust their team members to take ownership of their work, they communicate a deep respect for their abilities and judgment. This trust is reciprocated as team members feel valued and capable of contributing meaningfully to the team's success. Trust is the foundation of any successful team, and empowering leaders cultivate an environment where trust flourishes. The successful people, based on research, combine virtuosity and honesty to reduce stress levels. People feel confident in their own abilities and are more likely to take initiative because they know their leader believes in them. This mutual trust strengthens the relationship between leader and team, fostering a positive, collaborative environment where everyone feels motivated to do their best work. Empowering others also has a significant impact on personal development. When individuals are given the freedom to take charge of their own growth, they are more likely to develop the skills and qualities that will help them succeed in the future. Empowerment provides people with the confidence to pursue new challenges, take on leadership roles, and seek out opportunities for growth. This sense of independence fuels a cycle of continuous learning and improvement, where individuals are always striving to be better versions of themselves. As they gain experience and develop new skills, they become better equipped to contribute to the success of the organization and mentor others in turn. The goal of empowering leadership is to create a self-sustaining, high-performing team that thrives on autonomy, accountability, and mutual respect. Leaders who empower others give their teams the tools and resources to succeed, foster a culture of trust, and encourage personal growth and development. By relinquishing control and embracing a collaborative, hands-off approach, they unlock the full potential of their team. Empowered individuals are not only more confident and capable, but are also more invested in their work and in the success of the team. When leaders shift from controlling to empowering, they create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, contribute, and grow to their fullest potential. Great leaders understand that true growth is a journey, not a quick fix. While short-term results can be satisfying and offer immediate gratification, it is the long-term vision that truly drives sustainable success and meaningful progress. Leaders who inspire others to focus on the long term cultivate patience, persistence, and a mindset centered on lasting impact. These leaders are not swayed by the allure of quick wins or the pressure for immediate outcomes. Instead, they instill in their teams a belief in the value of gradual, consistent progress that compounds over time. The pursuit of long-term vision begins with a deep understanding that real growth requires time, effort, and commitment. Leaders who inspire long-term thinking are focused on building something that endures. They are not looking for temporary solutions to immediate problems. They are creating a path that leads to sustainable growth, transformation, and success. This mindset helps individuals avoid the trap of seeking shortcuts or quick fixes that ultimately lead to burnout or failure. Instead, they learn to embrace the process, understanding that significant achievements are the result of consistent work, deliberate effort, and ongoing improvement over time. One of the key aspects of fostering long-term vision is cultivating patience. In a world that often prioritizes instant results and gratification, patience is a rare but invaluable quality in leadership. Leaders who inspire long-term growth are patient with themselves, their teams, and the process. They understand that success doesn't happen overnight and that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They encourage their teams to remain steadfast and committed, even when immediate results aren't visible. By modeling patience, they help others develop the resilience to persevere through challenges and stay focused on the bigger picture. This ability to remain patient in the face of adversity allows leaders to maintain a steady course, even when the path to success is unclear or slow. Persistence is another crucial trait that leaders who inspire long-term vision embody. While patience allows individuals to endure over time, persistence is what keeps them moving forward, even in the face of obstacles. Leaders who inspire long-term thinking are unwavering in their commitment to the vision, consistently taking action toward their goals. They do not allow setbacks, failures, or difficulties to derail their progress. Instead, they view these challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Their persistence encourages their teams to keep going, to continue pushing forward, and to never give up on the bigger vision, no matter how difficult the journey may be. In order to inspire long-term vision, leaders must also cultivate a mindset that focuses on lasting impact rather than immediate rewards. Leaders who think long-term understand that their actions today shape the future. They recognize that their decisions, behaviors, and strategies have far-reaching consequences, both for their teams and for the organization as a whole. They must earn consequences as part of their legacy. They must earn behaviors and strategies have far-reaching consequences, both for their teams and for the organization as a whole. This awareness encourages them to make choices that align with the bigger picture, even if it means sacrificing short-term gains for long-term success. They are willing to take the necessary steps today to build a stronger, more sustainable future. In doing so, they create a culture that prioritizes lasting impact over temporary results, helping their teams understand that true success is not measured by what happens in the next quarter, but by what is built over the years. Leaders who inspire long-term vision also encourage their teams to think beyond immediate tasks and projects. They invite their team members to see the bigger picture and understand how their work contributes to a larger purpose. This perspective shift helps individuals recognize that their efforts are part of something much greater than the day-to-day demands of their roles. By fostering this mindset, leaders inspire a sense of purpose and motivation that transcends short-term challenges. But team members become more engaged not just because they want to finish a task, but because they understand how their work fits into the broader goals of the organization. This sense of purpose fuels their drive to make meaningful contributions and stay committed to the long-term vision, even when faced with obstacles. Additionally, inspiring long-term vision requires leaders to be forward-thinking and proactive. They don't just focus on the here and now. They are always looking ahead, anticipating future challenges and opportunities. Leaders who focus on long-term success invest time and energy into strategic planning, goal setting, and developing the systems and structures that will support sustainable growth. They are constantly evaluating progress and adjusting their approach to ensure they are on the right track toward achieving their vision. This proactive approach enables them to stay ahead of potential pitfalls and prepare for the future while still staying grounded in the present moment. Leaders who inspire long-term vision also encourage others to take ownership of their growth and development. They understand that the growth of individuals within the team is essential to the long-term success of the organization. As a result, they invest in their team's personal and professional development, providing opportunities for learning, skill building, and career advancement. These leaders view development as a continuous process, one that requires patience and dedication, much like the pursuit of long-term goals. By empowering their team members to grow and improve, they create a culture of continuous learning, where everyone is invested in their own progress and the success of the team. Another vital aspect of inspiring long-term vision is ability to remain resilient during times of uncertainty or hardship. The road to lasting success is often unpredictable, and leaders must be able to adapt to changing circumstances while keeping the long-term vision intact. Resilience in the face of adversity helps leaders stay focused on the bigger picture and avoid becoming bogged down by short-term setbacks. Quote, much as interpersonal and social care, it also serves as an example to the team, showing them that challenges are a natural part of the journey and that perseverance is key to achieving long-term success. Inspiring long-term vision requires leaders to maintain a sense of optimism and hope, even when the path to success seems difficult. Leaders who focus on long-term impact inspire confidence and belief in the future. They show their teams that even though the journey may be challenging, the rewards of persistent effort and dedication are worth it. This optimism motivates people to stay the course, knowing that their efforts will eventually lead to meaningful outcomes. Leaders who maintain this long-term perspective encourage others to dream big, stay focused, and work towards goals that may take years to realize, but will ultimately have a lasting and profound impact. Leaders who inspire long-term vision over short-term results foster a culture of patience, persistence, and lasting impact. They understand that growth is a journey, not a quick fix, and they encourage their teams to remain focused on the bigger picture. Through their actions and mindset, they create an environment where sustainable success is valued over immediate gratification, and where long-term goals become the driving force behind everything the team does. These leaders teach others that the path to meaningful growth requires time, effort, and unwavering commitment, and they inspire everyone around them to embrace the journey and keep moving forward, no matter how challenging it may be. In conclusion, great leaders inspire personal growth by cultivating a long-term vision that prioritizes patience, persistence, and lasting impact over immediate results. They understand that true growth is a journey, not a quick fix. And they instill this mindset in their teams by leading with purpose, creating trust, and empowering individuals to take ownership of their development. These leaders challenge their teams to think critically, lead by example, and inspire a vision that transcends short-term goals, focusing instead on sustainable, meaningful progress. By embodying these principles, they create an environment where growth is not just encouraged, but inevitable. Thank you for taking the time to explore these key qualities of leadership. May they inspire you to embrace the power of long-term vision and the transformative journey of personal growth. Thank you.